All right, what are you eating, fatty?
What are you eating, fatty?
I'm not eating anything.
Oh yeah? You sure about that?
What if I've been on a diet this whole time and I've been lying to you?
I know you haven't because I've seen you on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not on a diet. I'm just kidding.
Which means that not only have I seen all the food you've been eating, but I just know I can confirm visually that you are a large man.
Confirmed visually.
All right, so
Look. Let's just get it out of the way. Get it out of the way.
which part?
Let's tell the world how you have been gifted a
So
very nice sum of food.
let's backtrack. Not yet, not today, but yesterday. I don't even remember. Do you remember how it even started? That Bobby was like threatening to send me a pizza or something, or how did that start?
Well, that's how it started. Was with the pizza.
Well, no, but I mean, do you remember how that even started? Because all I remember was that like at some point during the day, I think I think he had been like kind of talking about doing something, and it was like something on Facebook, and it was like I think he saw that he saw the title for the previous episode, which was like Ben gets a fucking
Right, right,
reality
right.
check or something. So he I think what
He
he
called me
okay yeah
and he said, "What is the reality check?"
right
That's what he asked me, and I told him the story about the wedding and the pants, and you had to go buy bigger pants, but on the way you bought a public sub because you're fat, and I told him the story.
right.
That's what started it.
So then he I guess got it in his mind to fuck with me, and he started.
Okay, hold on. I may have said to him in that moment, he was so depressed about the pants, he went and bought a public sub out of depression instead of sticking to the diet, which sparked him to go, let's send his fat ass a pizza. Like that's what sparked it.
Right, and then I think, and then it moved onto social media like Facebook or something, where he was threatening to do it, and I think I messaged you like after like lunchtime, like it was after
Right, you did.
lunchtime, because I wanted to
Uh-huh.
wait and see if he was going to do it. He didn't do it, and I think I called you and I was like, "Can we work him into sending me a free pizza?"
Right, right.
And you're like, yeah, I'll just fucking, and I think you texted him or something. And I swear to God, I looked at the timestamps of when I originally called you to ask you about this, and when the pizza arrived, and it was under an hour. That I called you and said, "Can we work him into getting a free pizza?" And it arriving at my doorstep, hot and ready, was under an hour, and it was an Anthony's coal fire pizza. Those of you from down here in South Florida know Anthony's. It's really fucking good. So he sent me
Yeah, one of the best pizzas. One of
a,
the best.
a large pepperoni pizza and 10 of their wings, which are also really really good.
Uh-huh.
And like the because it's I forget, was it DoorDash or one of those types of places, Uber Eats or something, that at the end of the day it was like a $60 after he
Yeah,
tipped
DoorDash.
after he tipped them and all that. It was like a $60 order. I'm like, holy shit. He kind of and remember what I told you? I was like, so I'll eat the pizza over the course of the day and I'll save the wings for tomorrow/today, because
Right.
I was like, well, the wings could be like on the keto diet, so I could like eat this pizza today and restart the diet tomorrow. So what happened was I ate everything yesterday. Like I fucking
Oh, I didn't know that.
oh I well I think that when I talked to you, you got a little you got a little surprised. You got a little animated when I mentioned I'd eaten 6 slices of pizza. Like you've never eaten 6 slices of pizza, let alone maybe this
Well,
week. But
I
but
mean, I wasn't okay. I was animated because deep down, I was like, yes, at least he's still as large as me. Uh, it almost made me happy because I'm out of control and you're still out of control.
I ate
That's why.
I ate those 6 slices and was like like half an hour later on the couch, my body was working so hard to deal with this food I'd put in me that I was still breathing heavy and my heart was pounding. And of course, instead of just like being like that seems like a red flag, I just ate the other 2 slices of pizza.
Instead of thinking the other direction, you
Right.
just decided we're going to keep going.
Well, I was like thinking to myself, like, what am I gonna do with these 2 slices? If I'm planning to go back on my diet the next day, well, am I leaving them in the freezer for 3 weeks or 2 months? Like, come on, just eat them now. Like, how
Can't
much?
do that.
How much? Like when you've already dug 100-foot hole for yourself, what's an extra 2 inches? You know what I mean?
No, you keep digging.
Right. So I ate those slices, and then like around like midnight or like 11 o'clock, well, it was sometime after AEW. I'm like, I could go for some wings.
I thought you ate them today.
No, sir. I ate
Oh.
them. Technically, it was the Cinderella story where I had ate them before midnight. So,
Oh.
so yeah. So in the meantime, he's texting me last night.
Well, hold on. He calls me first again.
Okay.
Calls me first, and he was well, he may have texted me. Let's go back in the text messages and see.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Well, he sent me the Uber Eats thing. No, he called me.
Mm-hmm.
He called me and he said, "Did Ben tell you about the pizza? Whatever, it was $60." I said, "Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, it was $60. And he's like, I hope he enjoyed it. Blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, he enjoyed it all right." And he made a comment, and the comment was like, oh, I should send him some food or something like that. And I was like, "Why would you send him food?" I think he thinks you're poor. You have no food, because that's what I got.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Looking at what he got me, it seems like what an adult would order up for like.
It was like a WIC check.
It was like what you buy your kid to stock him up for a month at college or something.
So, because this is what makes me think about it. He goes, "Does Ben have a job?" And I said, "No, Ben stays home all day."
Well,
And he's like,
I mean, just because I don't punch a clock somewhere
right,
doesn't mean I'm not earning money.
He asked me, "Do you have a job?" I said,
Yeah.
"No, he sits home all day." And he goes, "Okay." Within 2 seconds of me saying that, I get a text message, and it's the grocery list. I didn't tell you this. And it says, "Order confirmed. Delivery has your address between 9 and 10 a.m. on Thursday." And it's got the list. I literally have the list of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I could read it off if you want.
No. I mean, I've got the list too, and it's
It's 4 pages. It's
yes.
It's actually 4 separate pictures. That's how much stuff there is.
Yes. It's so much stuff that the frozen stuff, just barely all fits in my freezer. Like I didn't, and it's not like it's not like I had a lot of stuff in there to begin with. I had barely anything. My roommate's been gone he's been home like 5 days out of the last 3 weeks. So there's
I feel like this is just a pity buy for you. Like he felt bad.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's weird.
Now I'm looking at the list for the first time. Like I knew he sent the list. I didn't look at it. Wow, this is you're right. Like this is such a I haven't looked at it until now. He got you White Castle sliders. Who even buys those?
I don't know. It's a big box too of frozen.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, we got
raviolis.
I got four or 6 cans of that. I don't remember how many.
Wait, we got Uncrustables, 2 different kinds.
Yeah,
grape.
My roommate, the 10-year-old that he is, was excited about those. So I told
we got a gallon of milk.
Yeah. Because the gallon of milk is because he also got me like a 20 pack assortment of the small cereal boxes, like like Apple Jacks and Tony the Tiger and all Sugar Pops and whatever else, Fruit Loops.
And I see Kellogg's assorted breakfast pack.
Yeah.
20 count.
Yeah, that's it.
You got cream cheese. You got everything. Bagels, eggs.
Eggs.
Arnold's. He got you Arnold's Italian bread. He didn't even get you the cheap bread.
No, he got me nice bread. Went right in the freezer. He got me bologna and cheese.
Bologna and cheese.
And some kind of salami. So
Entenmann's. You got Pop-Tarts. Nice.
Pop-Tarts, Entenmann's.
But you know my favorite part of all this is?
What?
The 4 Hungry Men.
Dude, those are huge. 2 turkeys and 2 Salisbury beefs.
You got 2 lasagnas and 2 French bread pizzas?
Well, two packs of. So I got 4 French bread pizzas, 2 of which have already gone.
I was about to say, come on, how many are left?
He got the cream cheese. Yeah, that's about it.
Wow,
a lot of food. Like it does. Like 18 eggs. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, and it all came at like 9 this morning from. God.
Was it Walmart?
I think it was Walmart. Yeah, because the girl
Wow.
the girl that actually delivered it was wearing a Walmart shirt, which, they don't have like I guess they just use an employee. They just have like their own people deliver those. It's not like a DoorDash service or something. Yeah, so it's crazy. Wow. I got all this fucking food, half of which, like again, we were talking about Sunday. Yeah, I'll go to do the wedding, and then after that, kind of get serious about eating good. But now I've got like 3 weeks worth of food here. Like I'll take advantage of it. So yeah, so he's just telling me the whole time, like, I mean, we were joking. It's like, well, now I could be on the podcast, and he treats it like a radio show. He's like, I could do like 5 different voices. I'm really good. I'm like, we're not a morning show. It's not
what?
like he one of his texts. Let me see if I can find it. He's like, he just starts talking about how, I think first he was like kind of like trying to be over complimentary, and I'm like, yeah, we'll call you today. And he's like, I can't today. I got people coming over or whatever. So I'm like, all right, we'll call you next week. But he's like, so he sends me this. He goes, you have a really good voice that translates well. Plus, the perfect face for radio. Yeah. So then he goes, I do many voices. And then he lists them. Old Jewish man, 5-year-old child. I don't know why it has to be a 5-year-old. Like, could it be a
what?
Like, why 5? Like, why specific? A foreign lady and flaming gay voice. And I'm like thinking, I'm thinking while I'm reading this, does he think we do like a fucking like a morning show, like a radio show where we do voices and like phone contests and shit like that? Like what? Oh my god!
What? Like this isn't a variety show.
One of his other. Oh, he one of his other texts. He says, "I told Fatty that I was." He goes, "I told Fatty that I was investing in my own future. When your podcast takes off and you get famous, I'll hit you up for a recurring role as a character on your talk show, like Ed McMahon or something." Okay, which is why he's got 5 voices ready for us when we're ready. He said he had 5 voices, but then he only listed 4. Oh no, he said I do many voices. Okay, never mind.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, so this has been a bizarre 2 days. So this man has spent like $150, $160 feeding me over the last 2 days. And I'm like, the irony is the pizza was like more than half of all this food that was sent today, and all this food that was sent today is gonna last like a fucking month. It's crazy.
Weird, so weird.
Yeah.
Well,
it's fucking bizarre. I sent you the picture.
Yeah. He sent it to me too. He sent me your picture.
Yeah.
That you sent him. Yeah.
I think like 8 times I was just like feeling uncomfortable about this. I was just like, and part of like my response was also also thank you with a question mark on it. Cause I'm like, I'm thanking you, but I like what are we doing here? Why are you sending me food?
I mean, look, if you look,
listen, I'm not
complaining. Close your eyes, you'll know the difference.
Huh?
I said, just close your eyes, you'll never know the difference.
Oh boy, here you go.
Yeah. Listen, I know Bobby Rogers. I've seen him in action. Uh, there's nothing out of bounds.
Well, also, okay. So I'm also mentioning him. This is crazy, and he goes, "Yes, well, I'm crazy." Then in that same text block, another paragraph where he goes, "Oh, don't worry, I don't have a crush on you or anything. You're
Yes.
I don't have a crush on you or anything. You're rather hideous."
Yes. That is
Oh,
amazing.
oh,
Oh, you're
oh,
rather hideous.
oh.
This is great.
Oh my god. So yeah, so I've got a ton of food, most of which I'm like, like if I'm not on a diet, I'm like, oh, I'll eat this. So I guess now my diet is shifting for the next month to just trying to keep it a low calorie diet and just enjoy all this free food I've gotten,
Oh,
all these lasagnas and Hungry Man's and oh, by the way, like okay, so then today I held out till like 2 in the afternoon before eating. I was like, I'm not eating till 2.
okay.
I've racked up a body count of 3 of those chocolate Entenmann's donuts.
They're easy to go down though.
Yeah, oh yeah, they went down real quick.
Yeah.
And I opened up the French bread pizzas and made 2 of them. So like my amateur math, I think I'm at like 4, 8 plus 9, like 1,700 calories for the day. So I think I'm done. I'm telling myself I'm done. I'm drinking. I'm on the water.
What about
And
this?
and I'm gonna try and stay out of the kitchen the rest of the night and try not
Huh?
to look at all the free plunder I've got in my freezer and fridge.
But now I know if I want to sabotage your diet in any way, I know who to call,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. This is
Just
bad. I mean,
yeah.
this is trouble. Because I mean,
And for I want to go back to the pizza for a second. For those who don't know, Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza. It was a local place down in South Florida. Now he's a chain. They're everywhere. And I wouldn't say a chain, but they're everywhere now. You can actually buy franchises. Their pizza's pretty good. I mean, it's a decent pizza.
yeah,
It's not like a Papa John's or a. This is like a real pizza,
it's delicious. The only thing I'm not a fan of with their pizza is
right?
that it's in one of those like coal fired ovens, and that
Yes,
it's a little too floury at the bottom,
right.
and some of that is like soot.
It is right. It's like black. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
so tip that type of flavor on the that and it hits that's the first thing that hits your tongue because
Yes,
it's facing
yes.
down. That's not my favorite part of the pizza. But once that like little bit of dust is dissolved and you start chewing the bite, the dough is fantastic. The
Right.
ingredients are great.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
they don't fuck around.
I get what you're saying 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure, for sure. But no, yeah, great pizza. Yeah, I'm jealous. I didn't get shit.
I think
I got nothing.
you had an opportunity yesterday. If you had
Yeah, I think I missed the window. But I
if
made chicken parm, so I didn't want to I could have had a pizza, I guess, too.
all I'm saying is that if you had been smart and just posted publicly on our little thing as this was all developing,
I'm
thank
right.
God he sent it to you and not me because I can't deal with that stuff right now.
He would
Trying
have sent.
right,
Right,
you could have worked it, but
right,
instead you decided chicken parm was good enough for you when you could have
right.
had chicken parm and pizza.
Yeah, I'm regretting this now.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Big time. Big
So
time. But yeah,
speaking of regretting,
here we go.
are you going to be regretting this trip to New York?
Uh, Look, my brother told me to
Yeah.
bring my walking shoes and that we were going to be exercising, walking. He's like, I'm not playing around. You're going to work out, exercise. Like, this is going to be the catalyst to get you back on the right track.
So wait,
And I'm like,
this comes just from him seeing your TikToks.
right. He was like, Jesus, fuck you. You look disgusting. Right. And then this is someone who's lost 30 to 40 pounds in the last 2 months because he started working out again and, walking, and he's watching what he eats a little bit. Now, he's not like he'll eat pizza, but he'll eat 2 slices instead of 14 slices. Like that's the kind of watching he's doing. You know, for lunch instead of getting McDonald's or Burger King, or he goes and gets what do they call acai bowl,
Yeah.
but for dinner he'll have a pizza. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. Like if that's what we're going for this week, I can deal with that. I can do this. This could be the start to something, you know, bigger, or I can come home and just be a fat shit again. I don't know, but you know, at least it's.
Well, here's my theory: is that if you're still just eating whatever, like I feel like if you and I don't go on a specific diet that really restricts what we eat and forces our body to use something else for fuel, that when we're no longer, say, in New York, walking 20 miles a day, and you come home and you're still eating everything you always eat, but not walking that 20 miles, you're fucked. It's, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. But I'm hoping this is, like I said, this catapults me to this level of, okay, I feel good working out. Let's do it. Now, the only thing, like I have a gym in the garage. You know, I've got all the basic stuff. His gym in his apartment complex is next level. They've got Pelotons. They've got rowing machines. It's 2 stories. I mean, it's a facility in an apartment complex it looks like an LA Fitness. And that's the only thing is you work out like that, and then you come home to the garage again. It could be totally depressing. You know?
What's funny is this isn't the same brother that you had the other conversation with, though.
No,
like,
no.
I feel like, see, the funny thing is, I think both of your brothers beat you up this week, except your other one had that funny
my
line.
Mom and cousin and my
yeah, but your other brother was like you were like, you're like, well, you're no fucking great shape, and he was like, but I've always been fat.
Right, like he's always been that big.
Which is, I don't know why that makes me laugh so much.
Well, it is funny though, because like I'm trying to take a shot at him, and he's like, I don't know, I've never been. You at least were in shape like 7 months ago,
right.
8 months ago. You know,
right?
I mean, in October I was like 230.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you're. This is shocking to some people because it wasn't that long ago that
right.
you look like a totally different human being.
Right.
So yeah, I'm dreading Sunday. I can't lie.
Yeah, I really, really hope at some point your dad. I've said this. I just hope he glances over at you and you're like filling a plate with some sort of like chocolate strawberries or something, and he looks over and you guys make eye contact and he just shakes his head in disappointment. I really hope.
We were talking about that last night. I'm like, yeah, like the Lee Trevino thing and Happy Gilmore, where like 3 times during the movie where he throws like a fit and starts beating up the bushes and cursing, and Lee Trevino's just standing like 10 yards away, shaking his head, watching it.
Yeah, right. Like I really hope. I hope like just during the event that numerous people come up to you and they're like, "Oh, look, you've grown so much!" Like you're a child who's like they hadn't seen in years, but they're not talking about that. They're like telling you how like big you've gotten.
I'm gonna get that thing where I'm like, and it'll be like I've just walked up to where there's food. I haven't even eaten anything yet, and out of nowhere I get that. When they like a parent, they don't. It's not like an aggressive move, but they grab you right above the elbow.
Yes.
They grab you. Well, no, they grab your arm right above the elbow because they can control you a little bit with that.
Right.
And but it's like it relays a message of like we're gonna have a serious talk right now. And he just leans in, and he's like, "Don't embarrass me in front of all these new people."
It's for these people. Yeah.
Because it's not just my side of the family there. It's this whole new group of people. It's like
people you've never even met before. They're looking and go, "This guy, he's got 47 shrimp on his plate." Don't embarrass me. And your brother, I hope your brother's standing right there too, and he's just shaking his head like, I want you to be the disappointment of this wedding.
My brother's the kind of guy that would think it would be funny to grab one of those like those clickers that counts like in baseball or something. Every time I like take another bite of food, somewhere in the fucking room you hear the click.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
Wow. This could be good.
This could
This
be
could be good content.
this could be the longest 4 or 5 hours of my life.
I'm so glad.
Especially since I'm like I'm involved somehow in this, where I've got to be like up front and center, standing there doing something,
Uh,
and
they're
I'm like,
they're like the flower girl didn't show up. You're on.
no, I'm like one of the 4 tent poles holding the thing that, like
Yeah.
the thing that goes above them. You know, the whatever, the fake like shelter. I don't know what it is, but instead of me being able to like sit in the back row and kind of hide.
Right.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's a beautiful wedding, except for that fat guy in the background. What's he fucking?
Who's the fat guy?
Who's the guy that looks like he's fallen asleep on his feet?
What? Whose family is he in?
They
Oh,
can,
he's the groom's son.
it's like an air conditioned 71 degrees in there, and I'm like sweating and breathing heavy.
This is great. This couldn't be any better. Oh,
But see, the funniest thing is that you're laughing, but I can hear from the tone of your laugh that it's all relating. You're relating to every part of it.
right. Totally. I am so glad I don't have a wedding to go to. This would not be good if I had a wedding to go to. Right. I don't even have, like, and this is the thing. I don't even have, I don't own jeans anymore because I ripped them ass to nuts.
Yeah, I had to take a shot at you when you started getting a little lippy in our group chat. I'm like, oh, you're the one that exploded his only pair of jeans 10 pounds ago.
True. It's true. Even today I went and put my dress slacks on, and I only have 2 pairs of dress slacks. They're both black. Because this is funny. So I went to the closet and I go, I had to have saved size 42s from last year, 2019 when I was fat. And I looking in the closet, I was like, man, I must have thrown them away. Like, did I really believe that I would never gain weight again? Like, that was the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah,
So
I did that once. Never again.
in my closet, I've got 2 pairs. I go, oh, let's see. I pick up the first pair. It's a pair of khakis. And when I picked them up, I remembered that they were also ripped because during my fat ventures started back in October when I started gaining weight, by December, January, I ripped those khakis. I tore them, assholes torn right out, blown out. So I couldn't wear those.
So let me
And
ask
then
you a question. What did you do with them? Did you finally throw them out?
No, I put them back on the hanger in the closet.
You'll discover them all over again for the 3rd time.
I threw the jeans out. The jeans got thrown away because they were, destroyed. But there was another pair of like gray slacks, and I've had those for a long time. And I go, oh, those are a 42. I picked them up. They are not a 42. They're a 40. I couldn't get the button closed, so they're back up, hanging back up. Then I went back to the black pants, which I've been wearing. So they're a 40, also a 40. They're stretched out so much though. They're probably a 42 now. And I was able just to clasp the button again today and get a belt on. And the belt is only just for looks because it's not holding anything up at this point. I just don't want to be the guy who doesn't wear a belt. I don't want to be the fat guy who doesn't wear a belt.
You need that belt in case those like 8 threads holding that button in place decide to all give out. You need something to hold your pants on you.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was no, it's horrible. It's really bad. Bad. And then this is the best part. This is where you're going to die. So, I'm at work yesterday, and I go to a store. I haven't seen these people in quite a bit. So we sit down, and the guy sitting across from me, he's probably in his late 50s, early 60s. He is this is his retirement job. He works 2 days a week with us. He's like an administrator. He's a New Yorker who went to Florida and then made his way back up to Georgia. So we have a lot of relatability. Like he's a good dude. We can sit there and talk for hours. We sit down and he's like, "Oh, you're looking good." And I was like, "What?" He goes, I didn't even know how to take. He goes, "Oh, it looks like you're buffing up." I was like,
buffing up.
and he goes, "You're buffing up," and he goes, "Your chest, your arms," and I said, "Jeff, I've gained 40 fucking pounds. What buffing up? What?" He's like, he like glances over the desk to kind of like look at the stomach at that point. Like he did that, like the glance where he kind of like leaned forward in the seat and like glanced over.
Yes.
And he looks over and he's like, "Oh yeah." I was like, well, "You didn't know?" He's like, "No." He goes, I thought, he goes, "I see your upper body." And I thought, "Oh, he's buffing up. He looks a little like he's been lifting weights." I was like, "No."
Oh,
he's
my
like,
God.
"Yeah, I realize now you haven't been lifting weights. You've been eating." I said, "Yeah." Yeah. So like I almost deceived him. He thought I was like buffing up. I was bulking up. I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "You got to control that." I was like, "No."
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
As he was eating almonds, and he's like, "You want an almond?" I was like, "No, I don't want a fucking almond."
almond.
Yeah.
That'll
Right.
that'll fix everything.
Right.
I also remembered you told me something else that I guess is the same theme. That not only are people trying to sabotage my my health and well being, but I know at work the other day they sabotaged yours.
My health and well-being.
Yeah, didn't they? One of the stores you went to, they offered. You were like, I don't want anything, and they.
Oh, it was the same store as yesterday. Same store.
Yeah.
So they said, "Did you want anything for lunch?" And I said, "Well, I was hungry. I was, and I think I had made a comment that like, oh, I was starving, but I was trying to finish up some stuff because I had to go somewhere else after." And I said, "I'll just grab food on the way or whatever." And they're like, "You want anything from Panera?" And I said, "Nah, I'm good."
Well, but also,
Well,
I think you're in the same boat I am, where you're starting to get to that uncomfortable place where you don't want to. It may not be this, but you feel like it's this. Where now you're the spectacle of the fat guy eating, and you don't want people to look at you eating.
Right.
You know.
Well, and I did. I was just like, "Nah, I'll be good." Well, next thing I know, here they come, dropping off a chicken bacon chipotle flatbread pizza with a chocolate chip cookie and a bottle of water for me. And they're like, "Here, we got you this." I mean, what am I going to do in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, you have to eat it, right?
Got to eat it, right?
Because not only are you hungry, but I mean, you can't be rude.
I mean, I ate it within 5 minutes. It was amazing. And then I ate the cookie, and then I felt so bad after. I was sitting. I ate the pizza, right? Ate the cookie, and I was drinking my water, and I started to doze off. And I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like I was falling asleep in the office, like slumped in the chair where my stomach was just folded, like I looked like Jabba the Hutt, and I was just and I was falling asleep. And I like caught myself, and I was like, "Oh wow!" I was like, I think I was out. Like I was out. The pizza put me out, and I got up and I said, "I got to go home. I have to leave."
I think we're both getting to the point where we're after we eat a big meal, we both spike our insulin so bad that it's like off the diabetic scale. We better.
Yeah.
I think we're in trouble.
Right. So I was. It was bad, and then. I got home last night. I went live while I was cooking chicken parm, and when the live was, I was done cooking. I had to eat dinner, and I was like, I am not going to eat while I'm live. So I got off. I said, "Hey, I'm not going to stuff my face. Like nobody wants to see me eat while I'm live." And I thought what I really was thinking is nobody wants to watch this. Like, or maybe they do. Maybe that's like a fetish where like they want to watch this really.
There are ladies that are very large ladies that get paid to eat online. Like they'll eat like 3 pizzas while people are watching and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Right.
I mean, if you want to change careers, or if you eat yourself out of that job, you can eat your way into a new job.
I don't know what I'm eating myself, I think, because this is just, I feel so bad. We got to stop talking about this. Next podcast, no more. We're going to talk about the wedding and how you were, and after that, no more fat talk. We've got to, nobody wants to listen to this anymore.
No, this is kind of funny. And I think a lot of people are like, maybe in their own situations and are just enjoying either the solidarity or or the thank God there are people that are having it worse than me, you know, 'cause, you know, make them feel better. It's like when, listen, it really is like when I'm on the diet and you're off, it makes me feel good. Or when you fall off when I fall off the diet, I need to hear what you ate that day to like, kind of like, you know, I don't want to be the only one being a fat pig. So, oh, let's like, let's kind of wrap it up with this. I think there's two things left to talk about. They're both TikTok.
Yeah, I got a work call here. There's an urgent issue going on. Of course, always when I'm on the podcast.
Do you want to?
No, let's finish up real quick.
Okay.
Because we're at like the 35-minute mark anyway.
Right.
After 45 minutes, there's no way we're entertaining.
So you have or have not gotten any new food sent to you? Because now you're a food taster on TikTok too. I
did.
Oh, you got something?
Sarah, friend of the podcast, sent me some German. So I told you, animal crackers.
Oh, I thought I meant anything. Anything?
No.
Yeah.
No, but I did get a. I got tagged in a video, and in the video, it was a lady in the UK who had something she was going to send me, and she says, "I was going to send these to you, but then I realized how much shipping was, so I'm just going to eat them myself." That was her video, and I commented. I wrote, "This is absolutely brilliant." Like, that's a brilliant video. I'm sorry. But whether she was going to send them or not, that's brilliant.
That's
totally brilliant.
That's fine.
The
other thing.
I got a lot of messages, people saying they're getting packaged.
Yeah, we'll see if it happens. Yeah, a lot of people also said they were buying hoodies. You know what I mean?
I still have one.
The other
maybe next year.
The other thing was, I heard you had a pronoun issue yesterday.
I don't want to go into it too much because I don't want to be that guy. But people keep asking me my pronouns, and it's just I don't. If you want to be called he, him, they, their, them, she, her, like whatever pronoun, I'm cool with it. I'm not offended by it, but I don't care what you call me. Like, and when people ask me, I feel like they're trolling me, and I've been trolled a couple times. Where people trolled me. They trolled me when they asked.
It's like, why are you asking except to stir trouble? Because it's like, yeah, I look at you. Like, what are your pronouns going to be other than like he, him, or whatever? Is it and fat pig? I mean, those are your pronouns. That's it.
Right. And but I get it out of respect, and maybe I think I got a little angry last night. It's okay. I got angry.
But who messages you and needs to know how to address you in a chat? Has anyone messaged you when they're talking to you directly? How you don't use he or him or them or they?
No, I don't. I don't use that.
No, they don't. They don't. When they're messaging you while you're live, there's no use for the pronouns. Unless they're talking about you to someone else.
But that's what my thing was, is if why are you asking me that? If are you trying to start trouble? Are you trying to troll? That's my immediate thought. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my immediate thought, right? And the more that I got to think about it today, and last night I was hot about it, and I was an idiot and got angry. But today I started thinking about it. I was like, I don't even, in that situation, why would it matter? Like, I wouldn't go on somebody's chat. Now, if we were having a conversation one-on-one, or, we were talking about the issues, yeah, but in that, I don't understand what me saying my pronouns would do for them in a chat that they've popped in. They're not a follower of mine. They're not a friend of mine. Like, I maybe that's where I'm and if somebody can educate me on it, that's cool. Like, tell me, explain it to me.
But as far as I'm concerned, it comes off as like wanting to create a discussion purposely to stir the pot, because
I told you a story before about the guy asking me about Mike Hunt, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't tell you the whole story.
Okay.
Because I'm saving it for this moment right here.
Okay.
So the person asked me first about my pronouns. I ignored it last night. I didn't say anything. They asked twice. I ignored it. That was this morning. It was this morning. I ignored it, and then they asked, do I take music requests? And I said, I even thought, okay, I didn't respond to them on the first two questions, but and I said, yeah, I do. And they said, could you play the new song by Mike Hunt? Mike Hunt. And immediately I read it and I said, oh, you're not fooling me. You're not getting me with that one. I was like, you are not. Look, I think that was an amazing troll job. To me, I applauded it. I actually clapped I clapped and said, I applaud you. I'm old school. That's like the oldest one in the book, Mike Hunt. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
But I will say, like a couple minutes later, he asks me, we're talking about actors, and somebody said I look like an actor, some English actor, somebody Danny Dyer.
Don't know him.
That's what I was told. I look like him, and then some people told me I look like some other actor. You know who Danny Dyer is? I don't know who he is.
Doesn't ring a bell at all.
No, yeah, I don't.
Oh, I just looked him up. Yeah, I mean, a little bit.
Then somebody I look like Julian Somalita.
I don't know. I'm not.
I looked it up. Okay, I looked it up. Okay, then he says, "Oh, you kind of look like," and he puts a name, and I read the name.
He got
me, but he got me right, and I don't even remember what the joke was because he did get me because he was upset. He goes, he wasn't upset. He was like, "Oh man, I've been getting everybody. I can't believe I didn't get you." But 2 minutes later, I read the name, and he's like, "I can't believe I got you." I was like, "Damn it, you got me!" I was like, "Crap!" I don't even remember what the joke was, but he got me.
Got you with the old Phil McCracken.
Right, and I was like, I applauded him. I said, well done. But he asked me my pronouns twice first. So if he was trying to troll me from the start, so that's what I'm saying is how do I know if you're real or if you're a troll? Like, that's not the first time. I've been trolled in that situation 2 or 3 times where they ask your pronoun and then I say something and they troll you. Like, it's not, I get it. We want to believe everybody's real and it's not. There's so many trolls on TikTok, but I did handle it wrong. I admit that. I handled it totally like an asshole. And look, I will gladly take education on the pronoun thing because, and let's be realistic, our generation, I mean, you can call me Fat-Tits Mcgee, and I'm never going to get upset about it. I'm going to be like, that's fucking cool. That's hilarious. Like,
well, we just found the name of this episode.
Fat-Tits Mcgee. Brilliant. But I'm just saying, and it's not. Look, I'm not insensitive. I'm not I don't care what you do with your life. Like, it's your life. Do it. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. Like, I will never hate anybody for what they do, except for, maybe you sometimes when you're, fat shaming me. But I'm kidding.
My whole point of it was that, like, to come on in a chat, like a live environment where basically they're trying to talk to you, that they're not going to use a pronoun in a direct address to someone. Like him, her, they, them. None of that is ever used when you're talking directly to someone. So why would you need it?
Right. Just call me AJ.
I mean, I guess, hey man. But that's like, I could say that to anybody. Like that's just a term. Like, I say that to girls. It's just a conversational like phrase. What's up, dude? No, I call everyone dude. It's like,
yes. But I respect. Like, if you want to be called a certain pronoun, just tell me. Yeah. Just be like, hey, I prefer at work. We do. And look, just tell me, and I'll do. I felt like when you ask somebody who, I just didn't understand why you're asking someone. What's the context around it? Like, people troll with it all the time. I don't understand. Like, it was not a conversation where you would ask that. Like, there was no reason to ask me that.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Whatever. I like that you got into it with them. I like that you got a little fired up and probably showed your ass.
I got fired, but you know what? Look, we're human, right? That's what happens. Like, emotions, and I don't know. Like,
you know what? Like, they won. They got the response they wanted out of you. So
right, but like sometimes, like my daughter, she's 14 years old, and sometimes like. I think like, man, I am so glad I'm not 14 now. Like, fuck, I'm sorry. These kids would not have lasted in our day and age. Never, ever, ever. Never. We grew up in the most insensitive era in time.
I mean, we say that, but there were more insensitive eras before us. I think.
Well, but from just like I mean, as a kid, like, you're right. There's way more incentive. But as a kid, like, in the '80s, I don't know. We never even thought about shit like this. We just went outside and played and hung out, and
Right.
I could care like in I didn't care what color you were, what sex you were, liked. Like, it didn't even matter to us. We all just went outside and played and had a good time, and we were all friends. And I am still friends with half those people today. Like I'm still friends with them, whether no matter what
Well,
anything is.
well, I'll wrap this up by saying that the reason you're not friends with the other half is because you're looking them up under the wrong pronoun. I think that's
Wow.
that's it for today, man. You're breaking up a little, and I don't want you to get in trouble with work. So, plus we've probably we're way into your eating times at this time of the night.
Wait, the roast is ready.
Yeah. All right, go drizzle some chocolate on it. I'll talk to you later,
Yeah,
fatso.
bye. Bye.